is the start of a fortnight of adventure. Stansted in the English drizzle and looking lovely. Not sure about the weather in Slovenia in the next week or so. Maybe flyable on Tuesday, but more likely on Wednesday, and then off on Lviv. Got big bags, currently weighing in at about 31 kilos, and that's without water. A lot of that will get dropped off after the competition and lighten up quite a lot, I hope. So here I am, it's 1 o'clock on Sunday 30th June, and I'm on Bassano, and all packed and ready to go. Full harness, just about managed to get everything in there, and it's somewhat overdeveloping out to the front, but my plan is to head over there and go towards Lake Garda. So heading due west today. I've just put in a task to the computer, just over 400 kilometers to Geneva. I don't think that's realistic for today, and probably not for the whole week, but we'll try. So that was the plan. Here I am 15 minutes later, just ready, almost about to have clipped in, and thunder and rain, so aborting for another hour.
So to my surprise, I've just been flying out in the flats, which has been very pleasant, but it's getting darker over the mountains again. I think I've cleared this gap on my right over here, but probably time to go and look for a lift and head over in that direction towards Lake Garda. Don't like the look of this, they're looking very high above. So I don't know if this was a good idea. I'd just taken off from a field that was 200 metres below the takeoff site, so that I could avoid all that cloud that was over the takeoff site. Anyway, I think there's some thunder in the background. It's time to go now, or not at all. I want to get away from this cloud. Wow, what a flight. So I didn't land, cloud suck got me up, and I just popped out from under this cloud here looking for where to go. There's a nice ridge over there with some little fluffy clouds over it. I've just seen more cunims over here that I really don't want to go anywhere near. I think I've probably got airspace in front as well, but that's not for another 20k or so. So if I can get the other side of this ridge, I think that'll do me, but it's not really on the course line. What I really want to be doing is going down there. Hey ho. Up next to a little cumulus. Lovely. So that's what I was trying to avoid. This big bad guy here and this lot round here. So I've skirted around those, and I don't want to go to this lot. So, and there's a bit of wave over there as well. I'm just going to head over to this little cloud here and see if I can get up and go to Garda a different way. This wave ahead to the right is absolutely spectacular. coming off the top of the clouds. Absolutely beautiful.
So here we go again. Just arrived at my nice takeoff, and I looked at an earlier site that was a bit more slopey and with trees at the bottom of it, so I decided discretion was the better part of valour. This is called Campo Est, and just as I got to that other site, the clouds started rolling in, and then thunder again. So here I am. I know you're not supposed to camp under trees, but hey, the wing's going to get wet otherwise. So I'm going to sit this storm out. It's just starting to rain, which is quite refreshing. After a little 4K hike up with a little detour, and struck gold. There's an auberge in the mountains. There's the thunder. There's an auberge in the mountains, and managed to top up with water, drink a litre, carry an extra clean litre, and top up the Camelback. So happy days, I'm ready to go. All refreshed, just could do with a bit of clear to the south. Hopefully I'll also be able to get some internet now as well, because I've not yet been able to get on any websites. I've had messages and phone calls, but not internet, which obviously isn't quite right, because the messages seem to come through on the internet. But I'll have a look at the weather forecast now that it's raining. Well, so I've made it to here. I'm not quite sure where that is, but there's a wee gap in the clouds just there. There's some more storms forecast in an hour or two, so I really want to get off and get down to the bottom and find somewhere to stay. I think it's going to turn into a bit of a vol visa today. Always nice when you turn up on a site that you think is going to be flyable, and there's a windsock, and it's on. So I can take off from here and hopefully land in the valley. So there's the windsock and the trees behind. In the 10 minutes it's taken for me to get ready to go, the wind's picked up a little bit and the cloud is completely clagged in and I can't see the valley. So unless it clears in the next 10 minutes, I shall be walking down. Oh well.
I think it's time to leave the view of Bassano. So Bassano is just over in front of this ridge over here, and clouds are growing, and here we are, next step of the journey, over towards Lake Garda, which is apparently visible from this height over this way. I can't see it, the mountain's the way. Let's fly over there and find out.
So that didn't really work as I planned, flying to Lake Garda. Problem there was the rain on the way, so here I am at the bus station waiting for a bus, then 2 trains and a further bus to get myself to Garda. I've got rid of some water now that I'm back in civilization, and an empty Camelback. Still trying to charge my 2 batteries, and otherwise so the adventure continues, but in a different way. So it's not going to be flyable tomorrow, and a day next to Lake Garda, I think. Day 4, Wednesday, Lake Garda. When I arrived last night, I made dinner on the beach, which was lovely, and went for a swim afterwards, and then looked at the weather forecast. That made me then go and book into a hotel, which was a very, very good idea, because I felt rough ever since. Today was supposed to be a non-flying day. That's a lot better day to get yourself a tummy bug. So far these have just been enough about fun flying activities. This is now a serious one about safety. It could save your life, not just when flying, but at home as well. Having just spent the last 12 hours in bed, what I need is some oral rehydration solution. Hopefully you all know how to make this. What you need is about half a litre of water, 2 sachets of sugar, pop those in, then a sachet of salt. Instead of the sugar, you can use glucose tablets. A sachet of salt. If you haven't got these in your bag already, next time you're in a bar, grab some, you may need them. And then this morning I picked this up lemon from the garden, and that is just to add flavour and get yourself in the eye. Thanks Dad for that one, for that advice. Right, then mix it thoroughly, make sure it's all dissolved. Once it's dissolved, drink that and repeat. You've got to keep doing that until your wee returns to normal, and that could be a few litres. If you've got a headache from dehydration or stomach cramps, you can use paracetamol. A few years ago I managed to get some paracetamol that dissolves under your tongue. I've not seen this in the UK and it's very expensive, but really useful if you're being sick, and obviously manageable if you need it as well. I'd advise not using ibuprofen. If you've got an upset stomach, it could make things worse. Mix and repeat.